All right, everybody, thanks for joining me on this walk. Chinatown, nice and foggy today. Heading down Spadina, my weekly down Chinatown. Oh, that's pretty cool. These guys are about to open. It's about 11 o'clock, and I noticed when I was walking earlier on that many of these shops are closed. They didn't open till 11 o'clock. I thought everything was shut down, but Kensington Market is that way. I'm gonna walk till Queen Street, check it out. It's one of my favorite parts of Toronto, Chinatown. New York Chinatown is pretty good too. This one's pretty good. Like, I like this kind of setup where you have all these lights and stuff on the street, and makes it great for street photography because it gives it a lot of character. All the signs and all that. Most stores and shops in Toronto no longer are like that. Look at this. If you need to rob a place, looking for gloves. Always looking for gloves. You can never have enough gloves because you lose them all. It's always good to have a few extra pair. Prices are pretty good here. 3 for $13.99. These shirts, tank tops. Delivery started already. What kind of soup is that? Pretty good. Look at these guys. Oh, look, there's a camera right in there. You can see what they're looking at right inside of that thing, right in the center. Wow, pretty disgusting in there, I tell you. All right, some water going on. These guys are cooking. These guys are cooking a storm. Like, what is this guy doing, sticking a camera everywhere? These guys are setting up. Sights of sound of... Sorry, man. Sights of sounds of Chinatown. I don't know what that guy said. So I said, "You're filming me, man." They're filming everything. All right. I'm gonna end the walk at Queen Street. Is that Queen? Oh no, Dundas. Yeah, maybe Dundas or Queen. I like this section of Chinatown pretty much. Or doing a tourist action in Chinatown. I like it when it's foggy because the sky goes super white, and gives it a nice kind of very studio feel to the shots. Blue skies are fun, but it gets boring pretty quickly. I got the ducks going on here, chicken wings, beautiful. I got a pork's head here. Where are we? Dundas? Yeah. So this is Dundas and Spadina. That's looking east on Dundas Street. West. Wow, this is really slippery, this plastic. Wow. Super slippery. It's probably grimy and haven't cleaned it for days and ages, so it's really slippery. All right, let's head down to Queen Street. Check things out. Look at that red building. I've never noticed it. I walked past it so many times, but it's a pretty interesting building. When you walk like on the sidewalk, you don't see this what's going on up here, right? You only look at the stores and the windows. When you walk across the street, then you see all sorts of stuff. Yeah. More of these clothing stuff here. 4 for $12 t-shirts, 3 for $12. And we got those things there. It's double B's. Huge restaurant. I think that's where I caught that guy, the balloon guy, a couple of weeks ago. I got a video made of this guy. These things are always overstuffed. The Canadian flag here. Do a pull-off Canadian flag. Film mission's a special technique of pulling off a Canadian flag. Oh God, having a great time. The temperatures are pretty good, not too cold. I'm wearing an old jacket. I'm wearing an old North Face jacket from 1990s. Whoa, vintage. It's actually never worried because it was too warm. It's not a jacket. It's what do you call it? One of those without sleeves vests. You call them a vest? If it's a down vest, yeah, that's what it is. Pretty thick. It makes you look like she's on a sidewalk mission. It's pretty warm though. I think it's pretty warm. It's a good, although it's not a very cold day today, so maybe it's not a good example of what to wear in a cold day. Lots of closed stores. It's good. It's good. You need some stores to be closed, I guess. Oh, we got the protesters here. These guys are always here, and in front of the Chinese embassy. A very dedicated people. Very dedicated people. Wow. Super dedicated. Cold, winter, hot, sun, summer, they're always here. Either on this side of the street or on the other side of the street or at Chinese embassy. Dedication and work. Dedication and work. It's like a typical Canadian sign. Moose on the road. Yeah, that's like a serious business in Canada. If you're on the highways, you don't want to be running into a moose. A lot of people are afraid of bears. This I don't know, crazy mall in there. Most of the shops are closed in there. You don't want everybody in Canada is afraid of bears. Bears are the least of your problems. Moose can seriously damage your car, and a lot of people run into moose. I had a client who was driving an SUV Porsche on one of these highways and ran into a deer, I think, deer or moose, and he had about $30,000 worth of damage to his SUV. He was fine. Good that he was fine. But what is this stuff? Sewing stuff, huh? But yeah, things can create a massive amount of damage. You know, bears also can hit your car, but they tend to be a little bit more agile and stay away from traffic. But deer and moose, and Paul Mack, their place. This is the guy who started the Sunday shopping in Toronto. He used to have a fur place here, and the government fined him thousands of dollars every time he was open on Sundays. And he took the government to court back in the 80s, and eventually won. And before him, all the stores in Canada were closed, including grocery stores. They were closed on Sundays, so you couldn't shop anything on Sundays. Pretty tough, you know. And he was one of those advocates that overstuffed garbage everywhere here. What's going on here? He was one of the people who fought the government and won, but he spent millions. They sued him and they fined him, and he had to get lawyers. You know, it's you can fight the government, but not so easy. You need a lot of money and patience. Again, another busted up window. Lots of windows I noticed are broken in the city. They break up the window and then they screw this plywood to it with kind of screws. I don't know what happens, who's doing it, or is there a shortage of glass? But those glasses are, you know, that size glass probably $1,000, and the bigger sizes like this could run you to $5,000 a piece or more. So it's pretty heavy. If the window gets broken, sometimes it's the end of your monthly income or business, whatever. All right, are we approaching Queen Street? Yeah, that's right, Queen Street. I'm gonna finish this walk on Queen Street and walk on Queen Street a little bit, see if I can get anything or not. But look how great it is. So foggy. I like it. I like the look of it. And this land is cool too. I like this whole this is like a back streets of Queen Street. It's gonna be a crazy ass condo here going up soon, sooner or later. Sometimes these gates are open. All right, thanks for joining me for this quick walk. We'll catch you in the next film on Queen Street, perhaps. Film Mission signing off at Queen and Spadina in Toronto, November. I gotta say the date, November, almost 27, November 27, 2022. And temperatures are about probably 3 degrees Celsius. Nice and warm. Talk to you guys later.